Some wounds leave more than scars. Some return with a new face. And a deeper purpose.
In every shadow, there's a story waiting to be told. Welcome to Dark Moon Folktales, where African legends, dark secrets, and village myths come to life. Every tale you hear here is original and owned by us. Kindly subscribe to support my channel.
It was a quiet Saturday afternoon when Zinnia made her way to the mall for groceries. In her mid-30s, she carried herself with an elegance that turned heads, graceful, modest, and deeply reserved. But behind that composed exterior was a woman who had seen more pain than most could imagine. She rarely socialized, had no close friends, and kept to herself. Her parents visited frequently, always checking on her recovery from an ordeal that had nearly claimed her life. She worked remotely and led a comfortable, independent lifestyle, never needing to rely on anyone. One evening, feeling too tired to cook, Zinnia decided to dine out. She visited a refined restaurant tucked away in the city, one that held a quiet charm. As she waited for her order, a tall, confident young man entered. The moment he noticed her, he was captivated. He walked up to her table. "Hello, beautiful. Mind if I join you?" She looked up, unfazed. "Go ahead." "I'm Roland," he smiled. "Zinnia," she replied. "Nice to meet you." They talked over dinner. He paid the bill and offered her a ride home. From that night, their connection grew. Calls turned to visits, and visits became dates. Just 2 months into their romance, Roland proposed. Zinnia accepted, smiling. The wedding was grand, filled with lights, laughter, and well-wishers. But something lingered beneath the surface. Her parents were far from thrilled. They had tried, unsuccessfully, to prevent the union. Yet Zinnia remained adamant. "It's either Roland, or no one," she had said. Her parents had their reason for trying to stop the wedding because of a painful past. But once the wedding bliss faded, Roland began to see a different version of his wife. The warm, gentle woman he had courted now seemed distant, unavailable in every way. She treated him like a stranger, coexisting in silence. Worse still, he began receiving anonymous threat letters at home. Each time he asked her about them, she responded with a chilling silence. One evening, she turned to him and asked, "What if those letters aren't just threats? What if they're promises of what's to come?" He stared at her, unnerved. "Who are you?" he asked. "Because this isn't the woman I married." Her parents kept calling, pleading with her, "Please, don't forget who you are. Don't let resentment swallow the good in you." Then came an unexpected shift. 2 months into their strained marriage, Zinnia prepared dinner for the first time. When Roland walked in, she greeted him with a soft smile and served him personally. He was surprised, but hopeful. Maybe she was ready to start anew. He ate heartily. She watched quietly. But soon, a sharp pain gripped his stomach. "What did you put in this food?" he gasped. Zinnia's expression didn't change. "I've waited years for this moment," she said. "I just needed you to return from the UK, so I could finish what you started." Confused and sweating, he muttered, "What are you saying?" "I'm Gloria," she said coldly. "The woman you left at the altar." His eyes widened. To understand the depth of Zinnia's words, we have to go back. Back to where it all began. Zinnia had once believed in fairy tales. For 5 long years, she gave her heart completely to Roland, the man she thought was her forever. They did everything together, from birthdays to anniversaries, and even quiet evenings spent planning their future. Their love was the kind that made other couples envious, or so she thought. They had fixed a wedding date, picked out colors, chosen venues, sent out invites. Every single thing was set in stone. Zinnia had spent months dreaming of walking down the aisle in her white gown, meeting Roland at the altar, with all eyes watching as he lifted her veil and promised her forever. But what she didn't know was that behind all those sweet promises, Roland had a secret plan. He had secretly applied for a visa to travel abroad. For business, he said. But truthfully, it was his escape. Roland never truly loved Zinnia the way she loved him. He was pressured into the relationship by his family and circumstances. So when the opportunity came, when his papers finally arrived just a week to their wedding, he saw it as a way out. Zinnia begged him not to travel. Tears in her eyes, hands trembling, she pleaded, "Please wait until after the wedding. Please." And with a false smile, he agreed. He told her not to worry, that he would never abandon her. That he loved her. But the wedding day came, and Roland didn't. She stood at the altar for hours. Dressed in white, eyes searching every corner of the church, heart racing with fear and confusion. Guests whispered. Friends avoided eye contact. Her father tried to stay calm. But time kept ticking. No call. No explanation. No Roland. It was like watching her entire world crumble in real time. Broken and humiliated, Zinnia left the venue in her father's car, tears blinding her vision as she sped down the road. The pain was too much. The betrayal was too deep. And in one heartbreaking moment, she lost control of the wheel. The crash was brutal. The car was destroyed, and so was her face. She barely survived, her body bruised, bones shattered, and her once beautiful face disfigured beyond recognition. She slipped in and out of consciousness in the hospital. Weeks passed, then months. Multiple surgeries followed. She was told she'd need a facial transplant to live a normal life again. Zinnia didn't just survive, she was reborn. The woman who left that church was gone forever. What remained was someone else, someone with a new face, a new name, and a new reason to live. She changed her identity and quietly rebuilt her life. No one outside her family knew the truth, not even Roland. When I heard you were back in the country, I knew you'd return to our favorite restaurant. So I went. And when I saw you, you didn't recognize me because I'm no longer the woman you abandoned. I have a new face, but the same broken past. Roland clutched his stomach. Gloria. I didn't know you had an accident. I was told you left the country as well. I swear I didn't mean to hurt you. Zinnia gave a bitter smile. I wanted revenge. But not murder. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small vial. This is the antidote. The poison was slow-acting, just enough to scare you. To remind you that actions have consequences. Roland drank it quickly, still shaking. Without another word, Zinnia packed her belongings and walked out. When she got home, her mother was already waiting, eyes filled with worry. Tell me you didn't do anything foolish, her mother whispered. Zinnia held her tight. He's alive. I didn't kill him. I just made sure to scare him a little. When love is taken for granted, what's left behind can be dangerous. Healing takes time, but betrayal leaves a memory that even time struggles to erase. Be careful how you leave people, some come back, changed.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share.